Introduction to Meditation, a Q&A with me, Daisy Alexander. Often people ask me, Daisy, why are you so chill? They think it is because I'm a hippie, but I'm just a spirit embodied, just like all of us. Meditation is really the most important thing for maintaining chill equanimity. Why do you meditate? For me, meditation is like brushing my teeth. If I don't do it, I just feel gross. I get too stuck to the little tiny details of this 3D world. I have been practicing meditation in some form since I was quite little. Meditation allows me to pause my senses, to become senseless, that is, to not simply focus on the sensory input of the 3D. And it allows me to connect to spirit, to feel those feelings that exist and just let everything bubble up and process. From there, I can be calm and be inspired through connection to spirit. What do you mean meditation allows feelings to bubble up and to process? I think this is a vital piece for navigating the 3D world, this physical world our bodies and matter exist within. With meditation, you sit still and simply learn to be, focusing on breathing. This profoundly shifts your awareness from going about your day-to-day programming, the world outside yourself, the outer world, shifting it inward. It's all inside. They say that prayer is talking to God and meditation is God talking to you. We often have an expectation that meditation is sitting in quiet bliss and thoughts simply fall away. And this just is not always the case. This crazy, chaotic, beautiful, and wild energy that is unleashed. Once you learn to jump into the infinite and begin to focus inward, this energy is a form of the intelligence of the universe, of God, and of spirit. With meditation, you bring your awareness into your true and most genuine self, the spirit that is you, connecting to your inner awareness of wisdom and truth, uncaged. And if the body does not do fully as much as the soul, and if the body were not the soul, what is the soul? I sing The Body Electric by Walt Whitman. Meditation allows us to connect to our true selves, to listen to that soft, quiet voice within, a voice that we have actually been conditioned to silence. We have learned to honor other, louder voices of this insane culture instead of our own madness. When we do this, we are acknowledging our true self. These suppressed thoughts and feelings must be respected, must be heard. If we choose to shut them out, they might do tricky little quirky things to make us listen, or things may happen around us to create what we want in a rather backwards and unpleasant way. We can train ourselves to listen to that voice within. We just tune our inner hearing. So what you are saying is letting your feelings bubble up to be felt and heard is a major part of connecting to spirit? Yes, since most of us do not learn how to work with the energy of emotion. And this is really a key part of being a spirit embodied. Emotions are quite powerful and can turn rather inverse if not welcomed in a powerful way. This is why often we are confronted rather inconveniently with feelings and circumstances that can be scary and painful. Our fear of emotions can allow others to control us, since by ignoring ourselves, we lose ourselves. For me growing up, I observed with others there was a colossal disconnect between being and feeling, and there was an even bigger disconnect from spirit. To make it even more ludicrous, I was told I was evil to my core, that humans just are bad, something like original sin, and that because of my memory of magic and my connection to spirit and the universe, I was a heathen child. I learned that to feel is weak, and spending idle time connecting to self, that is freaking self-indulgent. Also, the idea that I should already have things figured out and be some form of perfect, this is a delusion and another way we stay disconnected, as we're always growing, learning, and expanding. But for me, I have healed that strange relationship with the human perspective of God or religion, that disconnect with what people and religion say, and the knowledge of the embodied spirit, remembering that I am. I have learned to not let the loud, tyrannical voices who attempt to control and define my spirit shut out what is true. Meditation is soothing and healing to your very soul, as it calms that turbulence we are thrown into, that noise that interferes with our connection to truth. And processing feelings is amazing. If you are still and listen, memories and ideas will lift to the surface in perfect order. No need to dig and overthink. Simply allow your soul and body to speak. You do not engage with the information. You observe this movie in your mind and with your felt sense, impartially, with love, a skill that gets stronger and makes more sense with practice. And by allowing thoughts and feelings to be listened to and to be observed, any pain and hurt or confusion dissipates. We do not run from the pain or the intensity. We embrace it. We feel it. We hear it. We learn. Power is removed from things that have been holding us back for some reason. It is a great relief, a burden lifted. I know for me, it has made me stronger, more empathic, with better boundaries and a deeper understanding. In tune with the multi-dimensional world I exist within. A French philosopher, Michael de Montaigu, once said, "The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to one's self." And what you are is magnificent. know yourself. What about the physical benefits of meditation? So if we want to look at how meditation affects our senses and these 3D particles that make up our bodies, there are of course many ancient sources and philosophies, though really, when it comes to the physical benefits, a great person to talk about is Dr. Herbert Benson, the beloved cardiologist from Harvard. Dr. Benson wanted to understand our body's healing capacity. This is our ability to heal ourselves. Healing ourselves is possible. We do it all the time. And it begins with what Dr. Benson called the relaxation response. That is, creating the conditions for healing. Dr. Benson actually spent time with the Dalai Lama. He traveled to India and was able to study the most advanced monks. These monks could be considered to have superpowers. It was from this experience and research that he coined the term, the relaxation response. See the link to his book, The Relaxation Response, in the description below. Dr. Benson's studies began the creation of a bridge between our modern medicine and spirituality in mainstream thought, and plays an important part in something called mind-body medicine. So, what is the relaxation response? Most of us humans live in some form of fear, as if we are constantly on the run from wild animals. Oh, and aren't we though? This fear is manifested in our lives as stress, and stress is ubiquitous. Now, our fight or flight, aka our stress response, is vital to survival. Not all stress or so-called negative emotions are necessarily bad. It is just that we are in a spot as humans where our overamped nervous systems are stuck in the fight or flight mode. So stressed, we don't even know it, and it controls our thoughts and shifts our experiences in a less joyful or healthy way. So many negative emotions cause the fight or flight response, this fear response. So anything that triggers chronic stress could be considered fear, worry, anxiety, but also anger, frustration, jealousy. If that makes sense to you, as you begin to notice your feelings and perceptions, you will see that some emotions feel toxic and others feel good. This is not simply metaphorical. It is a real chemical response that has implications in the physical body that is more powerful than even the drugs we ingest. According to a study at Harvard-affiliated Massachusetts General Hospital that looked at participants in a relaxation response-focused training program, they observed that relaxation response techniques such as meditation and yoga could reduce the need for healthcare services by 43%. Stop a moment. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Relaxation response techniques such as meditation and yoga could reduce the need for healthcare services by 43%. If we could bottle the benefits of the relaxation response, it would be a billion-dollar drug. This is amazing, yet challenging for people to realize the true power of their perspective. Now with meditation, we are able to gain access to our true selves and understand the implication of how we live and think and feel. We are the gatekeepers of our mind, of our perceptions, and thus our body's physical responses. The key is our conscious control of our breathing. This is how you shift your body's habits of perception. We can breathe fear and we can breathe healing. When we meditate, we can work through our body's fight or flight response so that we begin to notice a difference and to be able to shift into a more powerful state rather than be victims of our surroundings, of our environment. There are two important things to understand about our nervous system. That is the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. In the extreme, the sympathetic nervous system is how we are able to have great strength and reactivity to respond to danger. And the parasympathetic is deep rest and calm. What do you mean? Breathing is the key. We breathe calm, which is basically breathing love. Since on the spectrum of energy and emotion, there is fear and there is love. Love is the glue that holds the universe together. The dominant theme of existence is love. One can love oneself and all others, because one sees that all of everything is created from the same fabric. Love is the theme of God or Source, the glue that keeps the universe together. From the book The Cosmic Voyage by Courtney Brown. Breathing is the key to shifting into calm. When we exhale deeply and inhale fully into the lungs, breathing in slowly from the bottom of our lungs out to the side all the way to the top, it calms and shifts your mental, physical, and spiritual state. You breathe calm. This is actually an altered state of consciousness that must be evoked purposefully and is an advanced and empowered approach to being human and to being your true self, not who the world wants you to be. When we breathe love, it is very different from fear. With stress, we hold our breath. We breathe shallow, constantly on edge. It is with our breath that we communicate to this physical body that all is well. No matter how things appear, everything is well. It always is and always will be. The phases of activating the relaxation response. 1. A quiet environment. 2. A focus, such as breathing or a mantra, which is a word or statement. 3. A calm, clear mind that does not engage in thoughts. 4. A comfortable position. You must remember that an intellectual understanding of the stress and relaxation response will not change you. You must connect to your physiology in a language that it understands. By practicing meditation on a regular basis, you will begin to activate a different part of yourself. You will become more of who you truly are and less affected by outer things. How can someone begin a meditation practice? First of all, please do not let strict rules make it difficult to begin and maintain a meditation practice. Make it your own. Any type of meditation you decide to practice is the best for you. There really is no right way, even if there are people with sticks up their bum who tell you otherwise. I want to note that I mentioned feelings and emotions coming to the surface right away when talking about meditation. This is because many of us, including myself, have been surprised by this experience when they attempt to meditate, and it has stopped them from developing their meditation practice. When you sit in silence and attempt to not think, it is a form of suppression for your spirit. Rather than forcing yourself to not think, you will learn to work with the energy of your thoughts and let your thoughts and feelings move like clouds. You're observing them, yet not engaging. This is an amazingly useful skill. Any of us who have experienced trauma and have had to live in a fear state with no true relief, feelings and emotions are going to happen. When we sit still and breathe, memories are going to come to mind. Feelings held within your muscles are going to surface, and this can feel very bad. It can be ugly and uncomfortable on first glance, yet any of us who have lived in a fear state and experienced trauma are also aware that we must heal these internal wounds and reprogram these reactions and responses at their core. Most importantly, to hear ourselves. We are often our biggest bullies. We shut ourselves down. Feelings and emotions and trauma are inconvenient. These feelings are ugly. No one wants to hear about them. So this process in meditation is a way to heal, self-healing, and really all healing. At its core is self-healing. Remember, with meditation, feelings and emotions will come to the surface. You just observe them as they happen. You let them pass by. You do not engage. You do not hold on to them. Our physical bodies will hold on to patterns of fear. When these patterns are felt and released, healing happens. In a way, you re-experience the trauma. However, when you have set up a healing environment, as you do with meditation, you are prepared. You notice the sensations, feelings, and thoughts. You feel them and let them go. It is not meant to torture you. It is meant to allow you to truly move on from any hurt or pain, as well as a way to live life and to be able to handle whatever comes your way with calm, with peace, with a sense of ease, knowing all is well. Please, if you feel in some form of danger and need help processing what comes up, get professional help. As you practice over time, you will begin to experience more and more of that bliss state that is associated with meditation. I have posted a basic meditation practice to help you. To begin, there are 3 stages. The first one starting with a 5-minute meditation, then a 10-minute, and a 15-minute basic meditation. These are meant to be very simple and to create an amazing foundation. The simplicity of meditation is what makes it so challenging. It is like practicing a skill. If you have played a sport or instrument, you practice a bit each day, most days, and your ability, your understanding changes from this practice. You will have a different pattern of responding to life once you have trained your nervous system. And you will increase your vibration, and that will change what is formed in your life and attracted to you. Be sure to subscribe and like this video. Thank you. Much love and appreciation.